Ahoy, hoy! Welcome back to Entropy, our homebrew setting campaign type thing, where it's post-apocalyptic neon hellscape. Who wants to do the recap from last week? You know what? You know what?
James, are you nervous?
I'm James Baxter.
Like, are we good?
And
Are you gonna kill us this session?
no, I wouldn't do that.
Your
Like, we
intros
should
are
be
usually
nervous.
yeah.
I'm here with my friend. We're just some friends playing some D&D. No big deal, right? You're not
Yeah,
completely
big
you're not
deal.
completely like tied to your characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you die for real. If your
I'm
character
gonna be very
dies
upset with you if you kill me.
in the game, yeah. So I'm here with my
I
friends.
will come back as a demon bard.
My friend Steven Johnson
Hello.
and Alex Aviles,
Hey, hey.
Morgan Kramer,
Oh, hi.
Krista Moretz,
Howdy.
and of course Alden Eberhard.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not like, if a character dies, it's not like you die in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta.
A little piece of us does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
gotta-
James. I think Roscoe is so close to who I actually am that
You
That
did
might-
that to yourself.
I know I didn't mean to, but it might have some real
Oh,
lasting
God.
effects.
Yeah. So, who wants inspiration for doing a recap? Huh?
Me?
Who
Anybody?
wants it?
I mean,
Who wants it?
Oh,
I'll do it for a team inspiration.
All right.
I can help fill in.
Of the
I got some.
negotiation.
I got some notes too.
All right.
I am
Okay.
inspiration.
So, last
Literally.
time on Entropy, we began our session on a little fragment of rock in the sea in the Ongul Harbor, waiting for Nick Fillet, Nash's sexy, draconic first mate, boyfriend, we're not sure. Definitely love
Sorcerer.
interest. Yeah. Yeah. To come rescue us. He got the boat close and dove in with a rope all sexy like, and then was getting like attacked by a giant octopus under the sea, and he like blew it up with magic that we totally knew he had. Nash. Anyway, we get rescued. We go back to Ongul, and as we are having dinner and discussing next steps over octopus ceviche that Nash was preparing, Tess decided to sneak off and made her way undetected
Sneak
for
off.
a little while back to the university to relay the news that they had discovered Selena, or Selenite, the ancient black dragon, had perished in her watery prison of her own making. Tess snuck in and jotted down a quick letter that she had been mentally composing for a while, left it with the intention of leaving the engagement band, just token of sentimentality that she took from Selena, not really sure, but discovered that the secret entrance to Lazarai's workshop off of his main office was standing open, and that the light within was glowing a new sort of strange pinkish purple color, and there was lightning arcing off of the generator that we knew lies within. Lazarai, in his large draconic form, was laying unmoving, seemingly alive, but certainly not normal. Tess decided that it was still a better option to return to her party and say what she had seen rather than go investigate. Met the party on the doorstep to the mountain because they had noticed her absence. Some tense conversation was had between the party members discussing what it means to be a pinnacle and the implications of the decisions of an individual on everyone else in said pinnacle. Tess described all she had seen and reluctantly agreed that the party would move back into the mountain together to investigate more thoroughly. We discovered Lazuli was now sitting upright, but obviously had suffered some great not injury because there was no apparent wound, but something was heavily weighing on his well-being. We told him what we found. He was not happy. Essentially, he relayed that he knows how to fix the continent. He'll do so. And then he'll make sure it stays that way by wiping out all of humanity. He then went to use a breath weapon on the party, which would have taken out Vorty, Roscoe, and Adaman. But the magic was sucked out of the air before us, siphoned into the generator within the room. And we put together that this magical creature, whose very essence is very tied to its magic, was essentially being like siphoned into the generator itself. He fell unconscious. We had gotten a little more information on the generator itself, why this one seemed to be working, whereas the one in Absolution had not. And we're debating on what to do with Lazuli, whether to leave him lying there unconscious to perish, or to save him, to reach out to our other allies. We were able to find scrolls of sending, which we used to contact Micah, the ancient white dragon that was the one that started this tenuous alliance with us and the other draconic entities. We summoned him to the mountain. He should be here in a matter of hours. And yeah, then we decided to take a rest. Tesselae was away from the other four who had an always dream. For Nash, it was her first. Nash had been plucked from wakefulness for this experience. Always stood before a generator very similar to the one that we see in Lazuli's office now. Stephen, or one of y'all relay what Always said to you guys, because admittedly I was more focused on my notes while y'all were going through that. So I want your dream to get relayed properly.
Yeah. So this basically, this mysterious figure Always actually physically transported us all to this place, or at least she had physical form there and was standing in front of a generator and told us, much like the one in Lazuli's lab, and told us that she thought it was so beautiful, that this was the key to unlocking the problem of the continent, and that she just brought us there to see it. And then she unceremoniously dumped us back to sleep in the cave.
To be fair, I was like yelling at her, telling her to bring us back.
Mhm.
So
Meanwhile,
I want to put all of that on her.
yeah, that's Always. She's not the most gracious in social interactions. Tess had a different dream / vision in the meantime. Also saw the generator and saw Always, but saw a new figure, a towering, muscle-bound half-orc who seemed to have some sort of rapport with Always, didn't seem taken aback by the mystique of it all, and was introduced as Mulligan, who the party has heard of a few times, especially from Redford back in Absolution. Tess delivered an object that had been given to her by the wizard Yancey, a pocket watch with an inscription bearing Mulligan's name. Shortly after that, Always essentially said, "Good luck, have fun," and shunted the both of us, Tesselae and Mulligan, physically into the kitchen of the university. So now there is a stranger in our midst. And I think that was roughly where we ended it.
Yeah, that's about right.
Mulligan's not a stranger if you listen to Endless Midnight, and if you haven't, you should.
You're gonna make me fight with my old character.
Yeah, so Mulligan and Tess are in the kitchen. Roscoe, Adaman, and Vorty are asleep, I presume.
Probably in some sort of cuddle pile.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Nash,
Jealous of the cuddle pile.
you're downstairs with Lazuli.
Mhm.
You
Bow just drawn right between his scaly little eyes.
you had this. You can't really call it a dream anymore. And then you ended up back where you were, bow string taut. After an hour or so, you look down and you notice his eyes are open. And he is regarding you. Can you
As he,
can you guys describe to us exactly how you tied him up and with what?
Well,
So
we
we-
started to tie him up with rope and then realized it probably wouldn't do anything. So we went and got the chain from down by the
But there is still
generator
rope.
for the dam. Yeah, we did the rope too, but there's also like links of chain that we wrapped around and probably would have
So-
used like pythons or daggers or something in the chain knots.
and it would be legs, feet, wings, and then legs and feet together.
What? And
Snout.
snout.
Oh, and the snout was like when you use a whole roll of duct tape, but it's a bunch of chains.
And the tail.
Oh yeah.
Did we have that? Yeah, if we had that much chain, definitely.
I mean, you can just use the rope too and crisscross it and just like, use caltrops or whatever and just like hit it into the ground. So all of that, James.
Okay.
And Lazuli also still has something in his claw. Remember that Tess sneakily put there.
Right. Put you guys back.
Oh no!
Why are we on the
No.
map, James?
Yeah, we don't need
No reason.
We don't need to be on the map.
No reason.
Let's just talk
fine.
like friends. We're just all friends talking.
Fine. No reason. So
Well, I
Nash.
can't see anything, so nothing's happening.
Yeah, it's true. All is darkness.
Oh yeah, I know. Not for Nash.
Yeah, I was about to say I see all kinds of stuff.
Oh no.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
So you notice that his
His
eyes are
token
open.
is so much bigger. Mm-hmm.
He doesn't look angry, and his breathing is pretty slow. Like you notice his chest is heaving a lot when he breathes, but it's very slow. He's breathing very deeply, almost like you do when you're asleep. But his eyes are open, and he is regarding you.
I don't lower my bow or anything. I do keep it in the same location. Don't worry, I am not here to harm you. You just stay civil. I stay civil. We just let it be. But you do any kind of movements, no matter how subtle, I just might slip.
Nash, he lifts his head off the ground a little bit. He's trying to get you to notice something.
I don't look at it. Please stop.
And he moves his hands like he's like,
I'll take about 5 steps back and try to look at what he's looking at, but I do keep my bow drawn.
he's taking his two hands that are tied together, and he's pointing at his mouth.
Oh, you want me to take this off? Oh, that is just hilarious. It's not going to happen. Oh, that is kind of cute. And I walk closer to him and I keep my bow where it is. I'm alone. I'm not about to like. That's very cute though. Very cute. They will be back soon. Just stay calm, stay quiet, stay alive. My friends will be home anytime. Tentacle 25. Are you? I'm kind of like yelling for them a little bit.
They can't.
Friends?
No, they're way too far away to hear you.
Okay.
Lazuli, he looks at you again, Ash. You can see the intelligence in his eye, but he doesn't look angry or anything like that. But you could see that he looks over your shoulder.
I'll take a couple steps back and then look around again.
Okay, so take a couple steps back. When you say back, I'm assuming you mean like this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not like that. It would be so that my bow is still directly in his face. So
Okay.
it would be back this way.
Okay. And you turn to look around. You hear a snapping sound. He has opened his mouth and snapped the ropes. Oh, that's better. You know, I can't use my breath weapon again. I'm not a complete idiot. I know that if I did that, I might never wake up.
Well, and you know that if I go to shoot you right now, obviously I will die because you are so much stronger. Like, what do you want? What do you want?
Your name is Nash, yes?
Okay, okay.
Did I recollect that properly?
Yeah, sure. What
Just
is?
making
I don't
sure.
want the casualties. I just think if you lay here, we don't have to talk. I'm actually a fisherman. My patience is uncanny. We don't need to
All
chat.
right.
Nothing. We don't need any of that.
What
Unless you have like dire information. I don't want the casualties.
what are we waiting for?
My friends, I can't kill you on my own.
They just left you here all by yourself.
I think we were teleported. I don't know. Seemed very confusing.
Oh, okay. That sounds confusing.
Not something I have experienced in the past, no.
How long are we going to have to wait?
That is very hard to say. If you let me tape your mouth back shut, add a couple more chains, I could go up and get them. We could speed it along.
I'd rather keep my mouth open, thank you.
Okay.
Perhaps I was hearing. He's still lying on his side, by the way. He just has his arms and his legs and his wings are still all tied up. He's just lying on his side and he's talking to you. Maybe I was hearing things, but in my I was quite out of it for a moment there. But did I hear the word Micah used?
Oh, yes. He's a good friend of ours. I do want to cast Minor Illusion and have the smell of smoke coming from downstairs in hopes that it will wake them up.
All right.
Yes, Micah is a good friend of ours.
Is he?
He's actually been very nice to us, very helpful.
Has he?
Not something I'm used to from you.
You know, before all this, Micah and Selena and Center and I, we used to rule Traskosk. Over time it became tiresome, the constant battles with elves and dwarves and humans. But before that, they had many names for us. And for Micah. Micah the Marauder. Frozen Death. If you are, is he coming here?
Yes.
You want him to come here? Is that what you want?
Well, I would really prefer all of you guys just continue to hide in your, dungeons forever, but we
I
are kind of
surely
at
would.
this sort of crossroads.
What do you think is going to happen when he gets here?
I don't know, some kind of dragon magic. Maybe so we don't have to rely so much on your machine. Some way to take away the slag that doesn't have to be so temperamental.
You know, he's not going to come alone. I mean, you told me that you had found Center. They had reunited.
Yeah.
I mean, you were able to tie me up, but I was weakened
Yes,
by the reactor.
because you're injured. Yeah, I cannot tie you up on a normal day. Are you
Probably
trying
not.
to give advice to somebody that you just attempted to murder?
I am giving
Because
you...
why would
Yes?
Because why would I trust your advice? You're a sneaky, sneaky snake with wings.
Because you have a survival instinct.
Yes, I do.
You
Don't
want
we
to
all?
live.
So do you sneaky, sneaky snake
I will live either way.
with wings. What makes you so sure?
Because when Micah
you
gets here, he is going to roar through these caverns like an avenging angel. There will be no... If you are here when he gets here, you're going to die terribly.
How do you know that?
Because I know Micah. I've known him for 1,200 years.
That is a long time. Okay. Well, guess what? All you had is a bunch of soft-fleshed people who thought we were trying to do the best for humanity, and this is the best we've got, unfortunately. So if we die here, we die doing the best we could and what we thought was right.
You don't have
And
to
I don't-
die.
Oh, yes, because I run away, I let you use your machine, and we just, poof, the world is better, dragons rule the world again. That is what we want, right?
Yeah. All you have to
Do
do...
you hear yourself, sir?
All you have to do is untie me. And I'll
I
make
thought
sure
this-
that you live. That's all.
Just me.
Untie me.
What about the rest of them?
Help me out of this room.
What about the rest of them?
They will also live.
You mean Tess and Adaman and Roscoe and Vorty
Yes.
and
Yes, that is what I
the
mean.
rest of the human population and
whoever
the
you
elf
like.
population. Oh, everyone? Okay. So all of the elves, all of the dwarves, all of the halflings, I think a good amount of the fish, although I killed them, so I guess I can't speak for all of the fish. I think we should do, so there's a lot, they're clearing a lot of the forest and the swamp. Let's add that. All of the lizard folk. You know, I keep the dragons too. We just keep everybody, and then that's good. I'll untie you.
I can't promise to keep Micah at bay other than when he get, I could promise your safety and your friends.
Not
That-
everyone else on my list.
After that, I don't know.
It's a no deal. I'm sorry.
You know, the loyalty of
Is the
one
death.
one like you would be quite a prize. We will need. I mean, the three of us can't do everything ourselves. We will need help. One like you with such fire in your belly. Would you like to help us?
No.
Because we
Nothing.
will.
Let's. Here's the thing,
Hmm.
large dragon. I would be more than willing to help you, but my deal is my deal. I'm very good at blackmail. I just learned a new word. I'm very, very good at it.
Here is the deal I can give you. Untie me. Help me out of this room. And I will make sure that Micah does not tear you to pieces when he gets here.
Okay, but why wouldn't I just start leaving now? Why
Either
would I
way,
untie you first?
you can leave me here, and eventually Micah will find me and he will untie me.
Hmm.
That's fine. Either way, I live.
Okay, but then I leave you here. Your BFF Micah comes by. What are you guys going to do? Blow up the planet on your own accord?
We're going to go to the hearth, I assume. We have a game plan. Once I've had a nap out of this bloody room. Telling
But
you
you're-
though, if you are
but you're-
here when he gets here,
Well, I hear all of this and it's good information, but I am also trying to understand what your plan is with Micah. I understand you need a nap. That's great. I honestly could use one too, but I don't really feel as if you're actually going to help us, which is why I love watching you helpless on the floor.
it's not about me helping you. It's about you helping us.
Oh God, now I have to be on the side of the little people and the dragons? That's what you want me to choose? All of the sides? That is not how life works, sir.
All you have to do is convince people to go along with it. We will remove the slag. We will remove whatever exactly is happening at the hearth. Then we need people to go along with us. You would be a great help.
Go along with you and let you rule these lands so they can
Yes.
be oppressed and have to
Yeah.
follow all of your odd things that you make people do in the name of goodness and
when
learning and knowledge or whatever it
when
is.
we
We've had
ruled
to.
Traskosk, it wasn't like it was that big a deal. It's not like we made people line up and bow to us or anything like that. That is quite a human invention, bowing.
Hmm.
We just asked
I've
to be
never
left
been
alone
much
for
for
the most
bowing.
part.
Well, you've given me a lot to think about. Can I tape your mouth shut before I leave?
I'd rather you didn't, but if you want to sit in silence, I can go along with that.
Is the smoke signal doing anything?
Not at this distance. That was a good
Alright,
idea, though.
All right. It's like all I had, really.
Oh, me, I'm awake.
Speaking of which,
Nerd
Tess,
eventually. Yeah.
you're in the kitchen. You've got a 7-foot tall half orc standing in front of you. I'm sorry, did you say there's a reactor here? Like downstairs?
I said nothing. Of the
Here?
sort. I said nothing of the sort. Who are you exactly? I know your name is Mulligan. I know you know Redford. That's about the extent of my knowledge of you, sir.
That's probably all you really need to know. I mean, who are you?
My name's Tesselae. I'm a scholar.
Scholar. What? So
Yes.
you like to read?
Well, I guess you haven't been back to Absolution in a while. You're an organization.
Yeah, I haven't been to Absolution in, I don't know, it's been something like a year. Like that.
Did Always tell you why she wanted you to come here?
That's what you call her, always?
That's how she introduced herself.
That sounds like you. No, she didn't tell me shit. She doesn't like to tell me anything. And she's a trickle truther is what she is.
I'm not sure I know what that means. Listen, I've got some allies downstairs. Maybe you should just walk with me so I can introduce you to my friends. Turn out like them well enough. I hear you
Feels-
two used to rub elbows.
Feels like or are we underground?
Sort of above sea level, but still enclosed. And at that point, I'm just walking and making him follow me if he wants to keep talking.
I do want to tie up his mouth and sit in silence. I'm really tired of talking to him.
Well, I
nothing
mean,
to
you
say.
can try. He doesn't resist you exactly, but he's obstinate about it. Like he holds his mouth open.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as tight, but
And
I
then after
don't.
you tie it, he just closes his mouth and ropes fall off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
It's
I know how to. I know how to use ropes that tighten when you
Okay.
when you close.
But it's like he's not closing for you. It's like you're put your foot on the side of his head and yank as hard as you can. Like he can't get his mouth to close if he doesn't want it to.
That's fine. Well, when Tess comes downstairs, she's gonna see that, so that's fine. I'm not gonna give up.
Okay. So
Where did Adamant, Vorty, and Roscoe sleep? Because I thought they were just in the office outside the workshop.
I was assuming in the dorms, you know, where you used to sleep.
No,
But I don't know. You tell me.
We wouldn't have wanted to be too far away.
I think
Okay.
we established that we left the generator room because of the magic draining, but I
But
think
that's
we
it.
went to his office, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
That's,
don't think
then
we-
that's
Yeah,
where I would
I had
be.
assumed that you would go sleep where you always did, but if you want to sleep in his lair, you can do that.
Yeah, somewhere nearby. I mean,
Well, then that's where I would be headed with Mulligan, is down towards the office.
Okay. He follows you through the caverns, past the
You
underground river.
you muttered something about when I said that she introduced herself as Always. Do you know her otherwise?
Oh, come on. I think you know exactly who she is.
That was for one my first time ever seeing her. She's just been a voice
Hmm.
in my previous interaction. So as obvious as it may seem, if you would like to share the information, it would still be much appreciated.
Listen, I like to talk plain. I I don't like the way that Isabel's always irritated the hell out of me with that telling only what you need to know.
Isabel.
A lot of people are like that. You know what I mean? It just irritates the shit out of me. Listen, Isabel is my sister, okay? Half sister. Before you say anything. And when Absolution blew up, she was right in the middle of it. Because she was a wizard who was part of building that reactor. And then it got blown up and nearly took everybody with it. It took the whole damn town. If it wasn't for her, I'd be dead too. Everybody would have been dead. I don't understand how she did it. Something to do with some kind of magic. I don't know. I don't pay a lot of attention to what them wizards do.
Well, I'd stop like in the middle of the stone corridor and just turn and look up at this giant half-orc towering over me. Well, mister, I like to speak plain and not dance around truth. Let me give you some information, and the way you react to it will determine how far this alliance goes. We are in a mountain, in the stronghold of the organization known as the Swallows. It's run by a dragon that we currently have subdued downstairs on the verge of death. There is a second and possibly a third dragon on the way here, under the understanding that we are going to work with them to stop the spread of the caldera at what you previously knew as the Hearth, that is threatening to swallow all of the continent, including Absolution, in, I don't know, just around 2 weeks' time. We can't trust them. I don't think we can trust any of them. Some of my party believe that some of them are more reputable than I think they are. But yeah, so we're about to have 3 ancient dragons inside of this mountain, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck we're supposed to do about it. So either be a positive force in our group or stay out of our way. Yes?
Did you say dragon?
I just roll my eyes, turn, and start marching towards.
I mean, I've
again.
heard of dragons, but I ain't never seen one. Turnock would have been real excited about that. You say there was another one? What? Subdued a what now? You subdued a dragon?
No, the properly built generator did.
Oh,
Now I am saying there's a generator under this mountain.
I guess you better show me.
What is his countenance when he says that? Does he look angry, curious, scared?
Determined.
Before we go in,
Uh-huh.
I know what happened in Absolution.
Uh-huh.
Lazuli, the dragon that's downstairs, looked at the plans. The machine wasn't quite finished. He said that there were additional parts that it needed, towers to store the slag, the magic, whatever it is that it pulls out of the air.
Uh-huh.
We've seen it work properly. It sucked the magic out of him. That's why we were able to subdue him. Or rather, at least find him. So don't go into this thinking you know exactly what you're going to see. Because the continent's never seen anything like this.
He reaches into his belt and he pulls out a hand axe. It makes me feel better, you know?
All right, don't go doing anything brash. I'd hate to shoot you.
I don't think, if I'm hearing you right, I don't think there's anything we can do. Certainly not with an axe. Lead the way.
Smarter than you look.
I
So
hear
when you
that a lot.
guys walk into the room, I'm standing on Lazuli's neck, just wrangling the ropes, trying to like get him to do what I want. and
So I
make it
swing
look
open
like
the
I have
door, see
everything
that in the
under
I'm
workshop.
glad you're doing that. I'm so glad.
I was like,
So I
bend
just
the
look at
knee,
that
bend the
and look at
knee.
them sleeping.
Relax that jaw, motherfucker. Relax the jaw. Get it tighter. Get that rope tighter.
Gentlemen, do you want to wake up and give her a hand? Jesus.
What?
Why
Good.
didn't you just call out and wake us? That's weird. Oh my goodness. What's going on here?
I did. I called out. I did a weird smoke signal using some magic that me and Vordy worked on.
Oh, I felt like
Nothing
that would
was
definitely have
working.
woken us up. Yeah, that's weird.
Is he
I
awake?
don't know.
Is he dead yet?
Nash, is Lazuli awake? What are you doing to him?
Oh my god, he's awake. He's chatting. He's saying Micah is coming to kill us. He wants us to be on their side. He tried to do this whole thing like he was trying to introduce me into some dragon cult, which I would never be a part of. It was crazy. He's being very kind though. He's just really mouthy.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
crazy
no.
dream too, Nash. That's wow, you were there.
No, I was there. I had to leave because he was just out. He really thinks Micah is going to kill us though. So also he's in the room right now anyway. He can hear everything we're saying. I haven't left him. I didn't leave to like meet
Yeah.
them or anything.
I'm
like
imagining
that.
this is like taking place through the doorway from the office into his.
Cool. Just
workshop.
wanted to make sure we understand that this dragon's not leaving my sight.
Right. Roscoe, you said you had a weird dream. Was it an always dream? I
Yeah.
say, looking up at this giant stranger.
Oh,
Like
definitely.
always.
Yeah. I think we were all there except for you, Tess.
Yeah, Tess, who's the
Yes.
hottie?
Oh yeah.
Who's the hottie with the axe and the body?
This is Isabel, always. Her half brother, apparently. Mulligan, Pentacle 25. That's Nash, Vorty, Roscoe, and Adaman, the resident sane one. And that's
Oh no,
Lazuli.
that's too much responsibility.
But definitely accurate.
So I'm going
Nice.
to leave Mulligan and just march over to where Nash is wrangling Lazuli. And just sort of stand there, arms crossed, glaring down at him.
I have questions. Is that how this room looks right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
I feel like we
Wait.
would be reacting to that.
That's how it looked last time.
That's not
I
good.
don't see anything.
I'm
Wait,
working
what are
on it.
you?
The glowing dots.
Yeah, those were there last time. It's just
Oh.
the machine.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why Vorty and Roscoe feel kind of
Awful
odd
in this room.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel a little bad, but nothing too
Mulligan,
crazy.
it's good to meet you. I don't know how much you have in common with your half sister, but it would be great if you were just as all knowing, but not as cryptic.
I would really.
Not-
I agree. Yes.
Mhm.
Mister, it's nice to meet you. I think you should know that I don't know shit.
Okay.
Well,
Oh.
welcome to our. Yeah, you're
We're
with us
gonna-
then. Yeah.
We're gonna get along pretty well.
Yeah.
When he walks into
Great.
the room, he sees the reactor and he looks at the coils that are. Zzz, zzz, zzz. He looks up at the reactor. Oh,
What?
that's at least twice as big as the one in Absolution was.
Well, see, you're already more helpful than you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should get the hell out of here.
Well, do you know, I
Why
got
are we-
advice. I actually got advice from an evil dragon who just tried to kill us, and he's actually said the same thing, that Micah and him would together also kill us.
Micah spared our lives last time, and we've been doing all of this. before.
But Adaman, think about this. Look at this guy here laying on the floor all weak and sad. But them two get together, terrible influences. He's going to blame it on Micah, but it's going to be him.
Yeah.
To be
I mean,
honest
just
with
look
you,
at
I've
him.
always had the feeling Micah was manipulating us. I've never trusted him.
Mhm.
All
Yeah,
you
they're
At
have
least
to do-
Lazuli's honest.
He's still fighting with your ropes. We're trying to get him around his mouth. All you have to do is untie me and help me out of this room, and I promise you will live.
Oh my god, I already
Yes.
told you my deal. Okay, here's the thing. I tried to make a deal with the dragon while you guys were gone. I told him if I untie him, he would have to save everybody in the whole continent. He said no, which is why he's still tied up.
All right, yeah, that sounds like a good deal to me. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
can't keep that into the deal.
He won't
no deal,
take
buddy.
it.
Yep.
Totally within your power to do.
I see.
Get a
Nash,
bunch of
you've got ropes around his head and you're trying to pull him tight. His tail comes up in the air and it slams onto the ground, and the floor beneath you falls away. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's my specialty, James.
Yes, I know.
Okay, that is a 26.
Okay, so since you're practically on top of him, you both go down the hole that just opened up underneath him. The rest of you will see what the map looks like once we come back from break. Just give me a second to pull everybody on.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Okay.
Yes, Kristen?
What happened to me
You went down a hole.
Going down the hole.
with him?
Yes.
Just
So-
had to make sure I heard what you said.
As we
But
were
you
doing all
landed
that,
like perfectly, like a superhero. Like,
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
not gonna
like
take damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, you went down a
yeah.
hole with him.
and just FYI, as we were all doing that chatting, I was probably rummaging through his stuff to find my material components for my teleportation circle.
Okay.
And
Yes, Steven?
James, as soon as I see this happening, Roscoe is going to as soon as the tail attack is apparent, Roscoe's going to go into a rage, and using the Tasha's barbarian variant feats, I can move up to half of my speed as part of the going into a rage. So
Okay.
I'm going to dive down into the hole after Nash.
Okay, we'll sort that out when we come back.
Okay.
So, everybody's watching. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in 5, maybe 10 minutes, something like that.
Oh boy.
Just got to reach out. It's going to be fine.
I'm gonna reach up.
Reach out.
Okay, continue.
Team Micah Daddy all the way.
No, listen.
No,
listen.
Mike Daddy.
Help us,
All
Daddy
dragons are
Micah.
bad.
I'm telling you, Micah just told us. Micah did exactly what I keep saying we need to do. He told us what we wanted to hear to make us dance to the tune of his plan.
Which is exactly what Laszlo has done the entire time. We are just a bunch of soft skin, soft body humanoids who have been doing everything that these dragons want so that they can take over this continent and wipe out our society.
Roscoe Jenkins is a hard body.
Good point.
Hard body.
I misspoke.
Got you, Roscoe.
Soft bodies
We
plus
just-
Roscoe.
I mean, honestly, we have to go back to our only real powerful daddy in this, who is Simoanya. We have to.
Yeah. Everyone's got to go to the swamp.
Simonia.
Simoanya, the real swamp daddy.
Yeah. Swamp Daddy
You were going to
Simonia.
say Redford.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good too.
Also,
What if Redford
also,
and Simawanya?
listen, just throwing out there that Redford went to the hearth finally. All of the scholars are at the hearth. If
Yeah.
these dragons really want to quickly wipe out all of the best opposition humanity would ever be able to mount against them, all they have to do is a fly over the hearth right now.
Or the swamp with Simawanya.
I just want to know
But
what
yes, I
side
agree.
Echo is going to be on. He might be our most powerful ally or an enemy. I don't know.
Which one?
Echo,
He means
Professor
Headmaster
Echo.
Echo. He means all the other scholars, like, or once they realize that Lazuli is a jerk, and first of all, we have to convince them of that. Because they're
That's the
still,
problem.
Yeah, they're still dancing to his tune.
Well,
It's
Echo-
Lazuli daddies for them.
If y'all remember our humanities lesson, Lazuli has a reputation. He burnt 3 portrait artists to a crisp just because he wasn't pleased with their painting, and
Yeah.
Echo laughed about it when it came up in conversation.
Ugh, yeah.
I wouldn't say that Echo's like a lackey for Lazuli, but I definitely don't think he would willingly stand up against him.
agree.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. I agree.
All right.
I agree.
Well,
Bring
that's
it on,
all.
James.
Neither here nor there, because it sounds like we need to roll for initiative. James, you jerk.
They just fell down a hole.
What do you mean? I mean,
Oh, okay. Well, then
You're
I,
just-
I jump down the hole and I start
You're
pummeling the dragon until it's unconscious. All
okay,
right.
maybe we should roll.
Oh, okay.
All right, so,
okay.
Right.
all
Ah.
right, so
He did attack.
Mm.
He
That's a
did
hostile
attack.
action.
Nash, if you're just joining us, Nash was attempting to tie up Lazuli's mouth. Lazuli is an ancient blue dragon who's doing her best, wrestling with him, get his mouth shut. His tail came up, thumped on the ground. You felt a rumble underneath you, and the entire floor underneath him fell away. He and Nash went down the hole. Roscoe already said he wants to jump down the hole. And Adaman, did you want to jump down the hole too?
Oh, Adaman jumps down that hole. Yeah.
Yeah, the monk's not going to jump down the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do like a dive down to try to catch up to Lazuli so that he at least cushions the fall.
Gandalf chasing the Balrog. I love it.
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, you fools.
Nash, you and Lazuli tumble 40, 60 feet. And you come to a stop when you hit the floor. You can see the hole above you that he just opened up underneath him. Seems like maybe he had this planned out in advance.
Oh, what a surprise.
The ground is glowing with the pink light that comes down the hole from the reactor. When you hit the ground, you're able to tuck and roll and then pop up from a prone position because you rolled so damn high on your dex check. Roscoe, how about you roll one for me?
Okay. Dexterity check.
Dexterity
Or save.
saving throw, yeah.
Saving throw. Okay, well, I'll add nothing to. So it's 12.
Okay, so Nash, you pop up, bow at the ready. Lazli hits the ground pretty hard. He's taking a moment to collect himself. And then Roscoe just splats to the ground next to you.
No.
So Roscoe.
This-
That hard body.
Hard body, you know.
I feel sorry for the rock.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled really low, so you take 8 points of flat damage there, Roscoe.
You see
Yeah.
Roscoe fighting the dragon. Help the dragon.
Yeah, he just right into the right next to you, Nash.
Well,
Face
that would
down.
be bludgeoning. So you take
Yeah.
half.
So I take half of that because I do a
He's
cool
having raging,
action. I try to do a cool action landing.
Can you
Do I
guys?
drop down?
Can you guys see the map?
I can see the map. I can't see my character yet because
I
I'm
don't know.
still
Yeah, I
falling.
don't know
Right.
who's where.
Thanks for joining, Roscoe.
Yeah, Roscoe.
That's a really nice
Roscoe
landing.
beat me too.
Oh, I'll delete.
Meh, meh,
No, I'll do it.
meh. Okay, there we go. And then
How
Adaman.
much?
Okay.
How much splat damage does the dragon take?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that.
Well, you do.
I do. That's true. He doesn't. He's not popping up immediately. He's, he landed on his side, and it looks like
So-
it maybe knocked the breath out of him.
Is he completely out of all of the chains now?
No,
Okay. Okay.
no, he's still as side up as you left him.
All right. So Adaman would turn to this new guy named Mulligan. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. This is generally how this goes." And then he just takes a step and falls right down the hole.
Superhero landing.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm just gonna.
I do not. I deny your reflex save. Roll your pathetic damage.
Oh, you're not gonna do it.
No.
Oh, you should
I
try.
superhero land.
Okay.
How much damage do you give me?
16.
Slow fall. I take none of it. I'm a monk. And I stand up. Shake my muscles out. Let's do this.
I have my bow drawn and I just
Adaman, I thought you didn't do any magic. You just muscled your way through that pre-fall.
Oh well, there's a real art to falling.
It
Like you gotta
feels
watch
like-
cat videos and oh wait, no, you don't know what that is. Never mind.
This is like a scene out of like Batman where he like lands, but the things fall behind him and explode and shit, and he just glides down.
Okay, well, Roscoe Nash and Adaman are at the bottom of this hole. What do you want to do?
really smooth move, Lazuli. What are you going to do? You bring us down here to just kill us ourselves? Just want to do what do you want?
He doesn't respond.
Oh, now you're not talking to me, but upstairs you're jabby jab jab jab. I couldn't wait to get you tied up again.
Nash, he's far enough away from the reactor. He might be able to shoot lightning bolts at us. We need to do something.
Okay, let's kill him.
All right.
Can I fire this? I want to make sure I'm not jumping the gun because I am very, very worked up.
And I look at Lazuli and I'm like, all right, you're tied up. You've got some people upstairs. You've got us here. Are you really going to try and make this a fight? Or you could wait for Micah, who you said's just going to kill us, Lazuli.
Yes, let her
That
friend
would be
do it,
the
you
easiest thing to
sneaky
do.
snake.
Right. So then why did you smash the floor in if you thought that that would be the smart thing to do? Is it
How
because
far-
Micah is a better dragon than you?
He looks to the south. And he looks back at you.
How far down are they
60
from
feet.
where the 60?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a current of fresh air coming up through this shaft that's opened up?
Yes, there is.
And do we see anything around us like of note?
Yeah.
Like an escape route.
To the south, you see a giant hole where this cavern ends, and you can see Angul.
Tess has handed the end of a rope to Mulligan and said, "Hold this," and is scaling down and peers over the edge just before she disappears to Vordy and says, "We might need your abilities. Come on."
Mulligan one hands it. He's just holding on to the rope like, "Meow."
If we
Wait.
kill him now, oh, go ahead, Nash.
When I see Tess start scaling down, if you see a spot that is sturdy, stay up there. We could use the scope.
If we kill him now, Micah may just kill us as retribution. If we let him go, maybe we have a chance.
We could knock him out.
What if
Think you and
Mike
I
is
could do it?
hungry when he gets here?
Oh, because you are not hungry. You've been sad and all jittery upstairs
What if
from
he
your
decides
stupid
to
device.
visit your town?
Micah
Before
had the
coming.
opportunity to kill all of us. If he's decided to flip the script just because you have somehow communicated with him, then we'll have to deal with it.
I don't have
But
to
for
communicate
now,
with him.
we're
I know
acting
him.
in good. Well, for now, we're acting in good faith, as he
Am I
has.
close enough to insight check him on that?
Sure. From what I understand, he was in a interesting situation when you found him.
We were completely at his mercy when we found.
Yes,
him.
it's called empathy. You don't know anything about it, but I will teach you one day.
No, it's entropy, Kristen.
No,
What? No,
no. She meant empathy.
I meant it.
She really did. Okay,
No,
okay,
I
go ahead.
I got it.
I got a 21 on my insight check. Not as good as it could have been, but still pretty
He
good.
believes what he's telling you.
So I really think that the nicest thing to do would be we knock you out and then we deal with Micah when we deal with Micah. What do you think? I say that to Lazuli.
I guess when I wake up, you won't be here anymore
No.
because
Then you have
you'll
one.
you'll be dead. Is what
We
I'm trying to
understand.
say.
We understand what
Yeah,
you're
just
saying.
making
We
sure.
do.
Yeah.
We respectfully
But
disagree.
the thing is, I don't really see a way that we end up alive at the end of this if you are still involved.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
maybe we get rid of these swords. Maybe we stay alive a little longer.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Vordy has his crossbow from up top, from the 60 feet up, like ready to shoot at him. Like he's ready to kill him.
He's just waiting for
I'm waiting
Nash
for
to
the
release
signal.
hers.
Yep, I'm waiting for the signal.
Who's still posted up.
Vordy is ready to go. Like
I
you
think that-
say the word.
This might just be a dangerous continent to be labeled dragon killers on right now.
My rope is only 50 feet, so I just drop the last 10 and walk over and just sort of crouch, elbows on my knees in front of Lazuli, where he's still tied up on the ground. Why is it that you feel the need to punish all of the population of this continent for what was done to you so many years ago? Especially when there are so many of us trying to fix it now.
Because
do
he
you have
doesn't
to
know what
gain?
empathy is.
I'm not talking to you,
Oh.
Nash.
Right though.
Lazuli, give me a reason to make them see that you are not an entirely lost cause. Or tell me if you are.
First of all, Roscoe, I think it's cute that you think you could kill a dragon.
I think it's cute that you actually do know my name.
Yeah,
No!
you were definitely like playing up the fact that you didn't know Nash's name. Yeah, we heard that, by the way. That was mean. It was real mean.
So dragons can die. So it's fun. It's cute. You think you can't die.
Yeah.
Oh, I can die,
Well, then we can certainly help it along.
but not by the likes of you.
You haven't answered my question.
Second of all, I'm sorry, what was your question again?
I growl.
Why do you feel the need to punish all of these people who are not themselves responsible for what was done to you all those years ago? How does that make you any different? What my
But it's-
kind, our kinds did was wrong. We wiped out this continent, deliberately or not, it doesn't matter. We did it as a result of our own selfish pursuits. And here you are threatening to do the same. And yet you still somehow think yourself so superior when you're repeating the mistakes of our past, us who are like insects to you. I don't understand how you can justify that or even rationalize it.
Nash.
What? You're going to give me some sort of speech about self-preservation? What do you want?
If you're going to shoot me, I think you'd better go ahead and do it.
Yes, sir.
Why
can
don't
see
you
his
answer the damn
muscles
question?
straining.
When I say yes, sir, I let go of the bow. It's very like poetic.
Okay, so
All right, let's do this.
all right, so
I release my bolt.
there's a couple mechanical things here. So for one, if you're making a ranged attack against a prone opponent, it's disadvantage, right? But if you are making an attack against someone who's tied up, you're supposed to get advantage. So let's just, those two things cancel themselves out, and you'd roll it straight, okay?
Got it.
All right. Shall we roll initiative for you while they're resolving that, James?
Well, I did get a natural 20.
Yeah, you can.
So that's a 30 to hit.
Wow.
Ooh.
You rolled a natural 20?
Yes, she did.
I did. It's right there on my little screen. Oh, you can't see it. That little 20
We
right
believe
there.
you. We believe you.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So go
So
ahead and
that's a
roll.
30 to
So
hit.
go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
Let's hit them.
Okay, so that's 14, 18, 26. What is 26 plus 24? Because it's that much damage.
50.
2650.
Okay, great. 50.
Damn.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
That was one hit? Damn. Okay.
Hold
Now,
on.
Everybody roll
30,
initiative.
30, 30. I added another D10. I added another hit
Okay.
in there.
Okay. Still pretty good.
I had, yeah, so 30.
With one shot, that's still a lot.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Everybody sleeps on rangers, but
They're
they
so
do the
good.
most damage.
I mean, it's 1D10 plus 6. Like,
Does a
and you
21
get to
hit
double it.
21? No.
Okay. So Vordy releases his bolt and it just ricochets off his scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh, no.
Man.
That's bad.
let me bring up the
Oh,
All
that's
right,
not
here we
bad.
go.
I'm gonna clear all this.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
This is bad. James, I have a question. So
course.
from the moment that we sent out for Micah, he said it would take about 12 hours for him to get there.
Hmm.
I know everyone's been sleeping. There's been a lot. Like, how far are we into that 12-hour period?
When we started this, I was thinking it was more like 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, so we haven't rested.
No. If that, I was thinking more like an hour or two, because you were with Mulligan in the kitchen, downstairs. Nah, he woke up almost immediately after you pulled him as far away from the reactor as you did.
So we're 3 of 12 hours out.
Yeah, let's say that. Sure.
Okay. Oh no.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, so Vordy's up at the top of the hole. The rest of you are down here.
There you go.
Ooh, you get to re-roll that natural one though, Adamant.
Oh, sweet.
And what'd you get, Nash, for your initiative?
A 22.
Sweet.
Okay. Okay, so Vordy, you can see him. He's starting to get his feet underneath him. He's snapping the ropes that you used to tie him up. He appears to have gotten some of his strength back, being this far away from the reactor. What do you want to do?
I start climbing down the rope this time, and
Mulligan still holding on to it.
yes.
There you go, buddy.
How far can I go down in my one movement?
It depends. If you want to climb down, we'll let you have your regular movement. If you just want to fall, you can hit the bottom.
I'll go ahead and just climb down with my regular movement.
Okay.
So I'll move down 45 feet. So I'm still hanging.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration to inspire Nash.
All right.
And then do do I still get the feeling like the anti-magic, I guess, effect is in effect down here, or am
No.
I outside of that?
No, you don't get that
Okay.
feeling, that weird giddy feeling that you felt in the reactor room.
All right. So I move down, bonus action to inspire, and then I'm going to I'm gonna try to do shatter on the dragon.
Okay.
So it needs to make a con save 15.
Well, I rolled a 3. So he fails it.
So you're gonna take the 24 damage.
Okay.
What's the area of that spell?
So it's a 10-foot radius, and I would do it so that it only gets him and not my friends.
I'm more
His
worried about
token
the
is so
walls.
big.
Yeah, it should only affect him. And that's thunder damage.
Okay.
It's considered thunder damage.
Oh, okay.
And that would be it. So I don't know if he has any kind of immunities or resistances to it or whatever.
He visibly flinches when you hit him with that.
Okay.
All right. So it
He's
did
also
affect
like
him.
covered in metal though.
I'm all good with that.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that would be it for me. So I'm still, I guess, 15 feet off the ground, still hanging from the rope.
Okay. Nash, what do you want to do?
Question. So I have Dread Ambusher, which at the start of your first turn of each combat, I
Uh-huh.
have an extra attack
Yep,
that deals extra 1d8. Does
Yep.
that apply? Okay.
it does.
Okay. Great. Good. All right. So my lowest hit is 24. Does
Then
the
they all
24 hit?
Yeah, 24 does hit, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that is 3. All right. So so much math, guys. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 21. I'll just do this on Roll20. This is why they sponsor us.
They do sponsor us. Yes,
Oh
thank you for
my
mentioning that.
gosh.
Yes.
Yes.
You were so nervous you forgot to mention that at the
Oh.
beginning. That's when we knew you were going
Yeah.
to kill us.
I
Yeah.
haven't-
So that's so that's gonna be 22 plus 9, so 31.
Okay.
31, and that is just 3 arrows, as close to his head as I can get at the moment.
Okay. So Vorty comes down the rope, hits him with shatter. Nash just starts shooting.
I just realized that's so I just did 3d10 plus 6, but each of them is 1d10 plus 6, which means there should be another 12 added to that.
Oh,
So it's 31 plus, so 12, so 43.
okay.
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
I love how the first 2 that went are like the 2 that just want him dead.
I know.
No, narratively, this is working out so
Perfectly.
well, and
Yeah.
it's like, freaking me out.
Literally, Vorty's like, tell me the word, Nash.
Crazy.
What you want to do, Roscoe? Is that your whole turn, Nash?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna move.
Okay. What you got, Roscoe?
Roscoe is extremely stressed by this situation. For the record, I rolled on the wild magic table. I don't think it's going to matter, but for my rage, I have flowers and vines growing around me in a 15-foot radius. So for enemies, it is difficult terrain.
Cute.
Roscoe,
For everyone else, it's so cute.
yeah, manifesting his emotions. He walks over. I think I'm going to go over to like the side of his neck. And I'm going to say, we just wanted to save the world. We didn't have to be enemies. And I'm going to hit him with like the flat side of my great axe. So I'm trying to do non-lethal damage,
Okay.
but I'm just going to give him some bonks. I'm going to bonk him on the head.
The
All right.
bogs are back.
Couple of good
Remember the
times.
bonk.
So first attack, that's 24 to hit.
That hits.
And second attack is 11 to hit.
Doesn't.
So 24, it's going to be, what does a D12 look like again? Got it.
Almost a d20.
Yeah. So that is 14 damage, non-lethal.
Okay.
And was that all? I guess that's all. Yeah, just bonk him.
Math. Math.
How it looks very rocky on the map, but I
Mhm.
feel like it's just like a hole down. Like, can I get elevated at all?
You could climb if you wanted to.
Okay, I'll go about 15 feet up then of where I am right now. I don't know
Okay.
the best way to depict it. Okay. I thought it was just like a hole in the ground.
Okay, so you and Vorty are both 15 feet in the air. Okay. Roscoe walks up. He's like, why? And you smack him across the face once with your axe, and with the second one, his head moves out of the way as you come. Just kind of, you catch him with it, but it doesn't do any damage. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I think that's my turn.
Okay.
Roscoe's like, I was rooting for you.
Tessellay.
Tess has just been sort of standing there in shock as all of this has started to happen. But when Roscoe finally moves to get into the fray, she just sort of shakes herself out of her stupor and will forego bad news and instead bring out her crossbow and come over to this side. And then he's still prone and tied up, right?
He has no, well, he's no like, well, he might as well be prone. He's tied up. But he has gotten to his feet.
As Dexy as she is, Tessa's gonna try and like as he's rising, run up the side of his flank and essentially wrap her legs around the back of his neck right behind his head. So kind of like Nash was when she was trying to wrangle his mouth shut.
Uh-huh.
If she can. I need to roll for it, I will.
Yeah, you need to roll like a dex check for that.
Okay. No problem. 22.
Okay. So you can get up on his head. He's moving around, but yeah.
Does he actually have those horns sticking out like on the token?
Yeah.
She's gonna grab one to stabilize herself and put her crossbow just against the back of his head and echo what Roscoe said and just cry out, "It didn't have to be this way. It still doesn't.
Okay.
Don't force us to do this." And she will hold her attack for if he continues aggressions towards the party.
All right.
Okay, his turn.
Yeah, so it should be a pretty quick resolution.
Okay, so everybody knows that dragons get legendary actions, right?
Yes.
Yes, everyone knows.
I haven't used any because he's still tied up, but now he's going to use his action to break the ropes.
Okay.
Assuming I roll high enough.
And
I rolled high enough. The way with what I rolled and with his strength, it doesn't matter if it was ropes or chains. He flexes and they start plink, plink, plink. Behind him, his wings come free of the binds, and his wings stretch out. And I need everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Wasted a crit on it, but I passed.
Okay.
I hope.
Roscoe the Wise got a 21.
Yeah.
I got a 21.
Oh, great.
Oh, 22, but it doesn't matter.
So it looks like everyone except
Adaman and Vorty.
Adaman and Vorty passed. So Adaman and Vorty, you're both frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. So
I look over at Vorty, who's eye and eye with me on this rock. Can you get the hell out of here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, are you saying, can I get myself out of here?
But maybe me too, because I see you're scared and I'm also scared.
Get closer to me, Carl.
and
I
frightened
can't.
means that basically you just can't get closer to him
And disadvantage while you
unless
can.
you don't have another way to move. Yeah, you get a disadvantage when you attack him. Yeah, that's what that means. So he's now free of his restraints. His wings are spread apart. Vorty and Adaman, you're like, oh shit. Tess is on his back.
Very worried in these few seconds. Yeah.
Nash has been climbing the. Tess, does that set your ready to action off?
No, not just that.
Okay. Then it's your turn, Adaman.
Adaman uses stillness of mind and ends the frightness effect and goes, no,
Oh shit!
I am not frightened, DM. You cannot scare me. None of your effects can work on me. I can fall, I can run across water, and I cannot be scared. And Adaman moves in to flank with his barbarian buddy right next to Tesselae. But that took his action, which is a good move, DM, because now I don't get to pummel you until next turn.
Okay. So you move in behind him. You're like, fuck this dragon, right?
Yeah.
Get behind him, flank with Roscoe.
I will note that Adaman is planning to, like Roscoe, use subdual damage because, like Roscoe, he's a good guy.
Okay, so you so you get behind him.
It ends my turn. Actually, I'll use a bonus action step of the wind. Not step of the wind. Patient defense. Since I might as well.
And
Nice.
when you get around behind him, his tail comes around and just whops you upside the head.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
I did.
You're a jerk.
What's your AC?
18.
Yeah, that hit.
Okay.
Tail whops you upside the head, and oh, okay. I'm actually gonna roll it. I'm just gonna average. What's averages? So 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, jeez.
That will trigger my held action.
All
Okay,
right.
go ahead and roll it.
Ranged attacks normally get disadvantage within melee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I'm a crossbow expert. Does that negate
Oh.
that?
I think it does.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, would me literally just pointing at the back of his head? Oh yeah, it doesn't impose disadvantage. Okay,
You're a crossbow expert.
that was a weird roll. 19.
With him thrashing around, his wings are flailing out. He just hit Adaman with his tail. You're on his back, and you pull the trigger, but get moved at the last second, and the bolt deflects off one of his scales instead of going in between them.
This is secretly relieved.
And then it is 40's turn.
Yeah. Okay. So he's going to cast Shatter again in the back so that it doesn't hit any of his friends. And again, he's just, even though he's like scared of what's happening, he's just kind of channels the fear that's inside of him, just lets out a huge scream and just echoes throughout the entire chamber. And so we're going to need another con save.
Okay. That time. Oops. That time. 15.
You just make it, so you still take 8.
All right.
Yes.
What kind of damage is that?
Considered thunder damage.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I will inspire. Let me see who. I'll inspire Roscoe. So I'll do that with my bonus action, and I'll climb a little bit higher. I don't know if I climb at like half speed or whatnot, but
I think that's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just go up another 20 feet.
Okay.
So now I'm at 35 feet, I believe.
Like to do anything else, or is that your whole?
Spell, move, and then bonus action. That's it.
Okay. 40 hits him with another spell, and then he starts climbing up the rope. Nash.
Well, again, are you busy up there, or are you just sitting up there like some sort of tall, hot guy?
Holding
What
the
are
rope.
you doing?
He's holding the rope for me.
Holding the rope.
For you? You have the rope? Wait.
With the rope. Yeah.
Oh. Oh my God.
Why?
What
You
am
want
I
me to
doing?
let go of the rope?
No, don't let go. Don't let go.
Okay. Mulligan is the anchor point, by the way.
No, please don't let
If
go
you
of the rope.
don't realize what's going on is the rope wasn't tied to anything. Mulligan is the only one holding it. And that's how
Nash
cool it
is by far the dumbest one here. She does not understand why he's there.
I didn't get it until just now either. I was like, wait a second. Oh, he's so strong.
Tesselae is like, hold this rope.
And he's holding it.
Do it.
Yeah, he's like, all right,
Um,
yes, ma'am.
Holding it.
So I will just fire my 2 arrows.
Mm-hmm.
The lowest is a 25, which I think still hits.
It does hit.
This plus 10, you guys, is something. I just got it. So, okay. All right. So 16. You know what? I'm just going to use Roll20 because they're a great sponsor and they've been great to us.
And they have.
10. All right, so that is 25 damage plus my extra 1d8, so that is 33.
Okay.
Because I did the favored foe, so that is where the extra 1d8 is.
Remember, Nash is also inspired. Just FYI.
I haven't even needed it. I've
I
hit
know, but
every
just-
shot.
I know, just
Thank
in
you.
case.
Damn Ranger.
I am all.
Making me get
I'm
my
also-
calculator out.
Mm, mm, mm.
You're also
I'm
what?
also going to continue to climb up. I basically want to be at the same level Vorty is. I don't want to, even though I have more movement, I don't want to go any farther.
Okay. Roscoe.
Okay.
Senor Stubbles. What you gonna do?
I'm just gonna keep. I mean, I'm still standing right next to him, so I'm just gonna keep whacking at him with my great axe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Bonk bonk. Gonna bonk him.
Bonk, bonk.
So that's a 25 or 27 to hit,
Uh-huh.
and a 23
Okay.
to hit.
They both hit.
Yes, I don't even, I'm just so naturally inspired. That is, sorry, let me pull up my stats. 10 damage and 13 damage, so 23 damage total.
Okay.
With my rage damage. Oh, I didn't realize I had upgraded to +3 melee damage, so that's actually 25 damage total.
Okay.
And then I look up at Mulligan and I say, just tie the rope to something and help.
What?
Tie the rope.
I repeat the same thing at 35 feet closer.
I'm sorry. This ear don't work. There's a lot of noise down there. I don't.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. The DM means that
Okay.
we've got this under control.
I get that. I get it.
Yeah. Thanks,
Um,
buddy. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, so I just whack him in the head and neck area.
Roscoe's bang, bang, and smacking him across the face with your axe.
Mm-hmm.
Tessellate, it's your turn.
do this. I can't non-lethal range damage. How's he looking?
Fine.
He looks fucking scary. If
Is
you
he
want to,
bleeding a lot?
if you want to stay where you are, speaking of which, I'm gonna need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
If you want to stay there.
I do. 14 plus 9, 25.
Okay. You're clinging to his back as he starts to move. He's been moving around a little bit, or he's starting to move more. But you're hanging on to his back.
I don't want to risk killing him. I'm going to drop my crossbow because I can't non-lethal range, and I'm going to pull out my assassin dagger for the first time that I won in that game in the vault.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm technically behind him, right? I'm on his back,
Yeah.
so it's going to get some.
If
Extra
I mean, if we were, you could almost say you're flanking him with Roscoe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to continue just pleading for him to stop and listen and attack non-lethally.
Okay.
Okay. And you said flanking?
Yeah. I mean, your
Okay.
head, his
Happy
head
to
is in
take
between
it.
you and Roscoe, so
14 plus 8 is 22.
that hits.
22.
That
Yeah.
hits.
And so the modifier is doubled on that. For 3 plus 8 is 11 points of non-lethal piercing damage.
Okay.
And I have a regular dagger, so bonus action 2-weapon fighting. Can I just use my normal dagger as an offhand
Since you're
attack?
clinging to his back, I'm gonna say no
That's a
in
good
this
point.
case, but normally yes.
Fair. Then that is my turn.
Okay.
Just continuing to ask him to stop.
All right, so
Oh, I get sneak attack on that.
Oh, okay.
I also didn't roll it before
Roll that.
because I have enemies engaged. 12, 13, 14, 19 additional.
Okay.
Now I'm done. Promise.
So he gets up to his feet. His wings are spread. And he reaches behind him to try to grab you. So I need to make a dexterity saving throw again.
Okay. 21. 21. That's good.
Okay, so
And these are not great rolls.
let's not. Okay, his strength roll beats you. So he reaches up behind him and he grabs onto you. And oh, okay. He goes to throw you off him, and he was gonna throw you at Nash, but he didn't roll high enough for that. So you end up on the ground in front of him. And then
Did anything fly out of his hand when he did that, or does he still have it in the other one?
nothing flew out of his hand. Then he goes to bite at Roscoe.
Come on.
So he pulls Tess off of him, and then his mouth is coming down towards you, Roscoe. Wow, I'm rolling just terrible.
We got to him. We got to the dragon.
What's your AC, Roscoe?
16.
Oh, that hits you. Okay. So it was still a terrible roll, but he hits you. Gonna be as his head comes down towards you, you can see lightning starting to flash inside his mouth. His eyes are glowing. And you take 21 points of piercing and 11 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
He
So
just
that
bites into your shoulder.
21 total points of damage with halving
Okay.
piercing.
And then it's Adaman's turn.
All right. Adaman is currently flanking, so he's going to go ahead and do some work here. First with his dagger. Does a 21 hit?
No.
Okay, he misses with his first attack. And he got 2 natural ones on his second attack.
Oh, shit.
Then he does his unarmed strikes.
How close does he need to be to Roscoe for that bountiful luck thing?
30 feet, I believe.
I am definitely within 30 feet.
Yeah, but if he did, but you have to take the second roll.
Oh. Well, that would
Alright,
still
so-
just be for one attack then.
So I just roll
I could be
once.
wrong, Roscoe, but I thought you had to you get to re-roll a natural one, but then you have to take the second roll.
Yeah, I don't know how it interacts with advantage.
Oh, I don't know either.
Yeah, bountiful luck. Let me find it on D&D
D&D Beyond.
Beyond. Yeah, you can use a reaction to let the ally re-roll the die. The ally must use the new roll.
Is that what you'd like to do?
To use my reaction?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I wasted it because it's a 13. But my unarmed strike was a 25.
That hits.
Roll damage. I do 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then my second unarmed strike I use to heal myself for d6 plus 2. 8 healing.
Okay. So, Adaman punches the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the problem I've had with monks. Like, how are you supposed to punch a dragon? But you just did it. So.
Yeah, and it's little dragon kidneys. You think dragons don't have kidneys? Dragons gotta pee. And I bet it
Good
hurts
point.
when you get punched in dragon kidneys.
After
Thank
you
you
do
very
that, it starts to beat its wings. So I need Adaman, Tess, and Roscoe to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ugh.
Wow. One of these days I'm gonna roll above a 15.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, not gonna do it for me.
Okay. Okay, so Adaman is 17 is what you got?
17's what I got.
Okay. And Roscoe, what'd you get?
7.
Okay, and Tess, what'd you get?
21.
21. Okay, so all three of you, the wind from the wings where he's beating his wings, it knocks all three of you prone. And you each take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as you're pushed away from him.
Roscoe never had a chance on that one.
With evasion, I will take half the damage.
Oh,
All right.
Yay, me too.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot I had advantage on that, but I rolled a 4 again. So
Oh.
Oh no.
So you all are knocked prone, slide across the floor, and I don't know, hit something to justify 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And that brings, wow, the lowest initiative was a 16. Wow, how about that?
wow.
Mhm.
That brings us back to the top of the turn order with Vorty. How about we take a quick break, get some water? That's not good to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
this is stressful right now.
Okay.
It's very stressful.
So think about what you want to do, Vorty, and we'll be back in a minute. And we're back. The players have decided to take on a ancient blue dragon. It's going pretty well, I think.
Good point, Tess.
Decided, sir?
That'd be an ancient history blue dragon.
We
Boom!
Oh!
Shit! Use that for some vicious mockery.
All that, right?
Seriously. Okay, well, it is Vordy's turn. What do you want to do, Vordy?
Okay, so how badly hurt do my friends look on the ground?
I don't know. Not terribly badly, I don't
Not
think.
terrible. So
Maybe
they're like,
Roscoe took a hit, but he is a barbarian, so, you know.
Yeah, I'm still over half health.
yeah, so you guys are definitely, you're prone on the ground, but it doesn't look like you guys are to the point of that you're about to die. I did overcome the fear
Okay.
with a wisdom from at the end of my last round.
All right.
And so this time I'm a little bit indecisive. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast another shatter spell on him.
Okay. And I have to roll a con? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Con save?
Yeah.
All right.
I thought I did that as a third level spell.
Got
So
a
I did it as a second.
19.
Okay, that makes it, and you take 9 damage.
Okay.
Oh, I did cast it as a third level spell. Okay, good. I will give inspiration to. Let's do this diplomatically. If it's even, it goes to Tessellate. If it's odd, it goes to Adaman.
That sounds fair.
Okay, so it goes to the monk.
Oh, come on.
Let's see. Yeah, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna yell out to everybody like, get the hell out of there now. Like now. And I'll continue climbing the rope with my move, so I will be at 55. So I'm almost at the top.
Okay. Is that your whole turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so Vordy yells out, get out of there. He starts climbing up the rope. Adaman, the tail comes around again and hits you. 4. 15 points of bludgeoning.
Adaman starts bleeding.
And then it's Nash's turn.
Oh, Nash had a different turn until she just heard that. Oh my god, I can't do anything. Okay. I am going to take a bunch of caltrops and vines and things that I found around the swamp in my backpack. That's what I've been gathering those up. So I need a dex saving throw from Mr. Lazuli.
Okay. I got an 8.
Yes. Great. It's an extra 2d10 damage. No big deal. So I take my 2 shots. One's a 14, one's a 16. So that's a 24 to 26 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay. All right. So that is 10 plus 12. So 16 plus 16 plus 16 plus 4. So 20, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. What is 38 plus 16?
54.
Because it's great. 54 damage.
Jeez.
What else?
Damn.
Girl.
I cast Hail of Thorns to add that extra 2d10.
Okay, that makes sense. I should just keep my calculator handy when Nash is about to go.
Doesn't that
these have
hit
been
people within 5 feet of the creature too?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's a area
Or is it just
effect,
an
but it's
area?
like a
Okay.
yeah.
The dragon is very big.
Yeah,
He is
he's
a
very
big boy.
Yeah, yeah, it's
He's a
like
big
5 feet of
boy.
where I shoot him, and that's like a yeah, no, not to affect you guys. No,
Okay.
you're very good.
Roscoe looks like a hedgehog.
Is that your whole turn, Nash?
Oh heck no, I am getting as far up as I can. So I've got another 35 feet to go, which means I'm 10 feet
Okay.
behind Vorty.
Well, it's a really jagged wall, so I'm not gonna make you roll anything. It's just be a regular movement to go up. There's a lot of handholds,
I'm pretty dexterous, so
and you're pretty dexterous, so I'm not gonna make you roll anything. I would totally make Roscoe roll something, but not Nash. Speaking of Roscoe, your turn.
I don't even want to know the answer, but how's that dragon looking health wise?
Okay, so as the DM, I will say that it looks bloodied,
Okay.
which is a old school term for those of you who don't know. That means he has less than half his hit points. You guys have been whacking the hell out of him, especially Nash.
Okay. Well, Roscoe kind of sees Nash and Vorty start to retreat a little bit, and he yells, "Everybody, maybe we start getting out of here. Go, get up there!" And I'm gonna keep swinging on this dragon. We keep bonking. Do I have advantage from flanking? Did we decide that?
You would have, but I got knocked away.
Yeah, not at the
Okay.
moment.
Oh,
no.
right. I have to spend half my movement getting up too. I forgot we got bonked before
Yeah,
the
you're
break.
prone. Yeah.
So I'll stand up, and I think I'm close enough to run back over, and I'll probably miss the first one with a 15 to hit,
Yep.
and probably miss the second one with a 12 to hit.
Run
With that
up,
for that first one, I do have 1d8 from inspiration. Is that right?
Yeah.
So yes, you still do.
Okay, 1d8. Good. I'm so inspired by Vorty as always that I'll add 8 to that 15, so it's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
Yes. Okay. So I'm still doing just. I guess at this point he doesn't look like so close to death, so I'll probably do an actual like axe slash now. But
Okay.
maybe I'll come back to non-lethal stuff. So that one is a that's just 12 damage.
Okay.
Wow, Nash is just really
Yeah,
out making
Rangers
me
are
look like a
crazy.
chump out here.
I've got spells going on too, though,
um,
that add to it.
yeah, so that's my turn.
Okay. Tessellay, your turn.
Tess has definitely been pulling punches, but when she sees Lazuli land that crackling electrical bite on Roscoe and just rip that chunk out of his shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
she just shakes her head, sort of tosses the dagger over to where her crossbow is on the ground, slings Bad News around, and just rises up to one knee and
Okay.
braces it against her shoulder and takes the shot. Because if you are prone, I think you advantage making ranged attacks. Or is that a homebrew rule?
I think that's a homebrew rule.
Okay, then I will just roll it normal.
Yeah.
Okay, 14 plus 22. 22.
That hits.
Right. 12. And sneak attack because Roscoe re-engaged.
Yes.
Okay. 17, 21, 26, 30, 35, 37, plus 4, 41.
41.
41.
41.
Yeah,
Like
4, 1.
4 and a 1.
It's still less than Nash did.
Nash had 2 attacks. That was just 1.
That's true.
Oh,
I did have 2
yeah,
attacks
well.
with that. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, sneak attack with Bad News is no joke.
You ain't kidding.
And then I will
All right.
spend half my movement to stand, and that leaves me with 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. And I will look up to Nash and Vordy as they're scaling the walls and say, I know what I'm doing by staying, but we can't let him leave. We have to hold this tunnel. And I will stay where I am.
Okay, so
I give Vordy a look and just
No, same. We both probably make the same face at the exact
turn
same
back.
time. Like,
all right, so
I'm at death.
you fire bad news, and you notice his head snap back when you hit him. It's a big shot. It did a lot of damage.
Solid chance that Roscoe thinks that he did that.
He shakes his head to clear it. He takes a step to his right. And I need Tess and Roscoe both to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's always
It's
dexterity.
coming.
I love that.
Don't you get
Yeah, that's
advantage on
coming.
it, Mr. Barbarian?
I do. Yeah, I guess that's good.
Yeah.
I finally
Ooh.
rolled really high on the actual die roll. 28.
28
19.
I hope
passes.
that makes it.
Yeah, 28 passes. 16 doesn't.
So he said
19.
19.
19 doesn't.
Oh,
Wow.
Rude.
So
Rude.
The dragon rears his head back. You can see lightning start to form inside his mouth. And he hits a cloud of lightning comes out of his mouth, and it goes past Roscoe. And Roscoe, you're just too close to be able to get out of the way. Tess, you dodge. Let me roll the damage. Oh, wait, hang on. Okay. 10. Oh boy. 61 points of lightning damage. If you failed.
So you probably all, like, Roscoe is trying to yell something to Lazuli, and it just gets drowned out in this lightning barrage. And Roscoe is, when the lightning clears, he's down.
You can see across his body, which is lying prone, that there are shocks across his system. You can see that from his body to the ground, there are little. It's kind of like when you take your shirt, or when you take like a wool sweater off in the winter time in front of a mirror. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Chest hair standing on end.
Tess took nothing, again from evasion,
Okay.
but she looks pissed.
Then it's Adaman's turn.
Adaman will move next to Roscoe Jenkins. He will flip out one of his little stabby concoctions. He'll look down and he'll be like, Rutabaga, little buddy. I know it doesn't matter now. And stab it into you. And if you are still alive, Roscoe, you are healed for 16.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, are you? What's your max HP?
96, and
Yeah.
I was only,
Yeah,
I
you're
still
good.
had 45 health left.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Mhm. Great. And you are healed for 16. And he goes, oh, modern medicine ain't got shit on that magic, huh? Sorry, little buddy. And then he's going to use a key point to take patient defense as him and Roscoe are standing in front of the dragon.
All right. Lazuli, you run up, you stab. Is that your whole turn, by the way?
Yes, that was an
Okay.
action. My bonus action was patient defense, and I had to
You run
use
up.
half of my movement to stand.
You bring Roscoe back, and I need you both to make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, just the two of you.
29.
Yes. Thank God.
Okay.
Okay.
And
14.
how about you, Roscoe?
14.
He's prone already.
Use the party inspiration.
Okay, I already had advantage on it.
I
Okay.
don't care. Just try
Oh my
again.
god.
Do I get to? Can I?
Okay, yeah, he was already prone, but you're gonna take
Have
another.
you been inspired by Vorty yet? Can you add a 1d8?
I already used that.
Yeah, we already used it.
Ugh.
16 points of bludgeoning damage, Roscoe, as the
Oh.
Lazuli
That's
begins to
fine.
beat his wings. Adaman, you're able to stand against it, but you notice that Roscoe falls at your feet, and the
Do
creature
you mind? I am doing medicine here, man.
and the creature, Lazuli, the
Mhm.
ancient blue dragon, he flies up into the air.
Provokes for me.
Mhm.
Okay.
Roscoe's still conscious. He gets one too.
Hell
No,
yeah.
Roscoe was healed for 16 and then damaged for 16.
Oh, you're not
Oh.
raging anymore, so you don't take
Yeah.
half.
Didn't get
I
to
thought
do
you
that.
took half.
Yeah,
You're right.
Roscoe's back
I don't
down.
think a 20 hits, so I miss as he goes away.
20 does not hit.
Mhm.
And Lazuli flies up 40 feet. So he's 40 feet in the air right now. And looking you right in the eye, Vorty.
Oh, I see him.
And it's your turn, Vorty.
I'm very, very concerned for my friends. Very concerned for my friends.
Keep going, Vorty. Adaman can save Roscoe.
From where I am, I'm still should be able to cast spells. Is that right, or am I too close? Like, where is the limit of where I feel like my magic is affected?
You mean from the reactor? No, you're good.
From
in
the
here.
reactor.
You're fine in here. Yeah.
I'm fine in here.
Yeah.
So then I will again throw a shatter at him, and I'm basically just yelling the entire time here. All you hear is just his echoing through the chamber as I cast another shatter at him.
Okay. How much damage is it?
So you need to
You have to
make
do a
another
Constitution.
con save.
That is 16.
So you take 10 damage. And running out of options here. Because now we have a flying creature to deal with. I've used up all of my inspiration. I'll go ahead and make it all the way up to the landing with Mulligan, so that Mulligan is freed up to
Okay.
like tie the rope somewhere else.
All right.
And yeah, that's all I can really do at the moment.
Hopefully, whack a dragon as it flies by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have my rapiers now. I'll be ready to like hit it if it flies by. Yeah.
Okay. Ash.
All right.
Do your
I look
thing,
down at
baby.
my
Let me get my
friends.
calculator out.
I look down at my friends, and no matter how bad I want to run down and cast Cure Wounds,
I got this.
Same.
I know,
Yeah,
I know.
I was the same way.
All right. So the first shot is a natural 1,
Oh.
which I will re-roll, which is a 25. The second shot is a 22.
That hits.
Okay. Great. So that is That is a 24 plus a 1d8. So 28 plus 2d10 is, wow. So 38.
Okay. Okay. Whip, whip, whip from Nash. Is that your whole turn, Nash?
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
remove concentration, so.
Roscoe.
Oh, I do keep climbing up.
Okay.
So if I'm like, wait, I have another 35 feet. I'm at the top now.
You're with me.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess I am. You're right. Yeah, no, just kidding. All right, I'm standing on the edge, looking at Vorty with a tear in my eye.
Yeah, we're probably on opposite sides of that whole gaping hole, though.
Yep. No, exactly. Yeah.
Roscoe, make a death saving throw for me.
Just wanted to show everybody the 20 that I'm about to roll on this. You can feel it.
Nice.
It's gonna be good.
Yep.
And
Did you roll one?
Did you really?
Did you just roll a 20?
I legitimately did. Oh my
Manifesting. Manifesting.
I called it, and it's this like skull on this dice. It's just for death saves. Oh my god.
Well, you
That's
are.
Well done.
Yeah, what is it? How many hit
stable
points?
at
One
1
hit point.
HP.
One hit
Stable,
point.
1 hit point. You're still
Oh,
prone.
that was 2.
He wakes
Oh
up to
my
see Adam
gosh.
standing above him.
And that man's got another like little stabby thing, and he's like rutabaga. Don't worry, I have to wait for my turn. But
This is absolutely crazy. Okay. Do I get a bonus action when I pop up, or is that the end
I
of my
think
turn?
you get your whole turn, don't you?
yeah.
I mean, is the
Yeah,
death save an
that's
action?
the sweetness of a natural 20. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you get your whole turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna rage as a bonus action. It's not gonna do anything, but I'm definitely going to rage. I'll roll my 1d8 on my wild magic table. That my heart is just pounding right now.
Mine too.
Oh, come on. Where's my wild magic table?
But
I
hearing
think I'd
James
have to
say
use
Roscoe roll the death save just like made my heart drop into my stomach.
Oh, this is great. So I rolled a 1 on my wild surge table. Shadowy tendrils lash around me. Is Lazuli within 30 feet? Of
He's
me?
40 feet in the air
No,
right
he's
now.
like in the
40
air.
feet. Okay, so each creature that I of my choice would have to make a Constitution saving throw or take necrotic damage. But
Okay, so Adamant has to roll that, is what you're saying?
of
Well,
my
he said
If you want it.
James is.
If you want
but
it.
I do get
Rude.
1d12 temporary hit points from it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So that's really good for me.
Okay.
Where's my trusty d12? So I have 8 temporary hit points right now.
Okay.
That's
And,
I
awesome.
like this. I like this. As
I'm
the
just
Adamant
gonna-
looks- okay.
I'm gonna stand up and just kind of lean on Adamant.
And Adamant looks at you and goes, medically, I want you to know this is impossible.
Yeah. I kind of just I pop up, suddenly start breathing, and then all these shadows start coalescing around me and just form like a little aura of temporary HP. And I don't think I'm gonna attack or anything.
Rutabaga, I just want you to know, don't hurt me when I heal you next turn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Did we oh no, he's still there.
I could toss you up, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Toss me, sure.
okay.
I'm ready.
I can't do that as a bonus action, so that's like a 3-round thing. So
Long-term goals.
it's long-term goals.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. That was a hell of a turn. Tess. What do you want to
Tessa's gonna see Roscoe pop up and finally give a slight grin. The first relief she's felt the whole fight. She's gonna move up so she can get a clear line on Lazuli, and she's gonna take another shot with bad news.
do? Okay.
Finish him.
Natural 20.
What is happening right now? This is all Roscoe. This is all Roscoe.
We're just manifesting 20s when they're narratively
Mhm.
appropriate.
This is what James deserves, is what this is.
I can't non-lethal range damage. Though.
Thank you, Alden.
Yeah, no,
Nope.
that's the big problem is that Mike is going to be like, you
Nope.
killed him. We're going to
That's
be
what I'm
like,
saying.
he made
This
us.
is, that's why I said finish him. Finish.
Wait, this is 4d10 and 10d6.
Oh Lord.
Last time.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
All right. Okay, low-ish. 13, 21, 25, 27, 31, plus 5 is 36. 40, 45, 50, 54, 64, 68. Holy shit. What's 68 plus 11? I'm freaking out. 69, 79.
79.
Plus 4 for my modifier. 83
83.
points of damage. For a
Wow.
single shot.
I gotta get a gun.
80
Right?
83 points of damage.
Would you like to describe to us what happens, James?
No.
Yeah, James.
That's what I said. I literally have already forgotten. My adrenaline is through the roof right now.
Well, Lazuli takes to the air. He gets 40 feet up. There's some drama with Roscoe on the ground, who is just miraculously gets up. Yeah, dead. Which doesn't make any sense to you as a doctor.
As a man of
or
science,
man.
yeah, but I understand
Yeah.
he's a magical man,
Mm.
so it's okay. He's a
He
magic
just
man.
pops right up.
He's a magic man.
Tess puts bad news to her shoulder. Puts her eye to the eyepiece. The shot rings out through the caverns. It catches Lazuli in the soft bits on the front of his neck there. You can see blood splatter and gore paint the walls behind him. And just as he was starting to get moving, he falls. He collapses to the ground. You can feel from his weight, you can feel the ground rumble underneath you. What do you want to do?
I look over at Nash and I'm like,
My tears have like a grin that is slowly forming.
So I heal Roscoe for 19 points of damage. And then I look over at Tess and go, and I hold up another one of my mini vials and I go, I can still save him. And he looks at Nash and he looks at Vorty and he goes, what do you guys want to do? You have
no,
about 18 seconds to decide.
no.
It's not worth it.
He tucks it away into his belt as
Yeah.
two of his party members say no.
I-
Roscoe's
Hey.
almost dead, and he's not doing too well himself. And he looks back at Tess and he goes, sorry, Tess. We're just going to have to explain to Micah what happened.
I tell Mulligan to throw the rope towards Roscoe, and we need to pull him up.
Mhm.
I run to the other side of the circle because I can help pull up.
We could save them.
Okay, so the rope is there. You want to climb it, Roscoe?
Roscoe, are you talking to Adaman right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
We could.
But
we
he
can't
might-
hear any of that.
He might
He's too
kill
far
us,
away.
man. He might kill us. We're here, right here in the line of fire. What do you think? And he like, he's got super dexterous fingers that Alden doesn't, and like twirls the little healing vial in his hand, holds it out,
We almost lost. Oh, we're not really hearing.
and looks at
If
you.
they're not saying
Roscoe.
anything loud.
Beat him once, we could do it again and again if we had to. I just, Adam, what do you want?
I don't want Micah to come in here killing us, but I also don't want Lazuli to be the first one to give him his story, because apparently he's a snake and a liar. Maybe if he's just dead, it's better for us all.
Essa's
I-
gonna crouch next to Lazuli and pull out a healer's kit. Mine don't restore hit points.
Mhm.
It'll just stabilize him and buy us time.
Okay.
Okay.
Roscoe very wearily like leans on Adaman and says, Adaman, this is your power. This is whatever you choose.
And he tucks it back in, but he knows what Tesla is doing. He's watching what Tesla is doing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, good job, Tesla. Oh yeah, that's just like from class. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So that stops
Packing
the
gauze
bleeding. Yeah, no,
into
but
the wound. And
you gotta,
just, like, being covered with
another wrap
blood.
though. Another wrap. Yeah, that'll really stabilize it. You know, you don't want him. Yeah, we don't want him up and moving, but that will stop him from dying. Yeah, good job. Wow, I didn't know you were paying attention. Yeah, you seemed really ambivalent in that class. All right, yeah, no, all right, everything's going good, guys.
Wait, we're watching Tesla
Motivated.
bandage him up.
JK, my head.
You could shoot
Just-
him again if you wanted to, but you can also.
He's already dead in my eyes. Like,
Okay, yeah.
His hands are shaking.
Yeah.
She is shaking the whole time she works. Just getting more and more covered in blood, with tear streaks cutting through what sprays on her face.
One more round. One more wrap around. Okay, yeah. No, you're good. Do you need anything, buddy? Here, I got you. All right, rutabaga. Don't hit me. Oh, that's only 14 points of healing for
I put my rope down too.
you.
Obviously I don't have Vorty and Mulligan to help me pull it up, but I have a secondary rope and I pull it down. Are you going to stop helping the dragon and come up? What are we doing?
Well, if what Tesla does is good, we still need to chain it up again.
What are you talking about? It's dead, right?
What happens to the world now? What next?
I take the chains that we had previously. Wait, most of the chains that we've tied him up with are down at the
Oh
bottom.
no, he snapped them. Never mind, they're not usable.
broken. So
Yeah,
what are
you're
you
right.
talking about keeping him
What are we
alive?
going to do now?
You think he'll stay here and keep?
We
If
have
he's-
we have 8
Listen,
more hours.
I'm not an expert on dragon anatomy, but I'm just telling you right now that with a wrapped wound, it's possible he could wake up in 8 to 12 hours.
Well,
Um,
Micah should be here in 8 to 12 hours.
Good. Do we trust him?
No.
Wow, we're really keeping this thing alive.
Well, what's our other plan, Vorty? What are we going to do without the dragons?
The thing is gonna kill us. Literally, it was trying to kill us.
Right, but what do you think about Micah? Do you want to face Micah with a dead dragon, or do you want to face him with an unconscious one? That's
I
our.
would rather
my own
face one dragon without another dragon.
question. So you want to
Adam.
kill this dragon
Wow.
and then talk to Micah?
They were
Adam,
not not friends.
That's true, Vorty.
So we still killed the dragon, but we're saving the dragon to then talk to the other dragon about the fight we just had.
Yeah, or we can kill this dragon and leave. But then what's our plan for stopping the hearth?
Adam, man, it's what always said last night, well, an hour ago.
Mhm.
The generator is the key. The machine. Maybe we don't need him. Maybe once that thing goes off, he's just gonna kill everybody, like he said.
Oscar.
All right. What do you think, Tess? We're the three that are down here. I want you to know that dragon was trying its damnedest to kill me and your buddy Roscoe here, Tess. Just
I'm not stupid. I'm very well aware of that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
good.
I think he was acting on the knowledge, this idea that he's had of our kind in his mind since the cataclysm.
Mhm.
Think of what he has thought of us for years. That's not undone in a moment. And if we kill him, we're exactly what he thinks we are. If we can prove him wrong, we might own the most powerful ally this world has to offer.
James.
And if I'm wrong, I'm not saying that we just allow him to reach full strength again.
So we almost died.
James,
Here.
can I make a medicine check to decide how
On-
long it'll
and
take
you
for
want
him
to
to
do this
get
again
back
on
up?
a maybe.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Let me roll it in roll 20. Our amazing sponsor. Natural 20. Thank you, Roll 20, for all your number generating needs. Roll 20 is the finest roller. That's a 26, James. Do I think that this dragon's going to be a problem until Micah arrives, James?
If you leave him the way he is, he's stabilized. He's not going to
Is-
die. It could take 10, 12 hours before he's up and moving around again.
All right. So I'll be like, well, look, if you guys want to kill this dragon, you're going to have to do it yourselves. We're going to climb out of this hole and just
So-
tell Micah where he is. If you guys
Is
want to
Tess
fight
actually
Micah,
crying?
we
Like,
can do it.
is Tess actually visibly upset and crying over the dragon?
She's next to it, visibly upset and crying.
I
Yeah,
take out.
and I. What? Go ahead, Nash.
No, you go ahead.
No, please, you go.
I take out my +1 net that I haven't been able to use this entire freaking game. And I will throw it down to the bottom. And I will also throw a series of like little railroad looking spikes, like enlarged caltrops and things. And I throw it down. If you guys aren't going to kill it, do a better job at tying it up. And I am no longer looking at anyone who is at the bottom of the pit.
Thank you, Dash. And then we go about doing so.
I'll
Right,
assist with
Roscoe?
that.
Do we?
I'm pretty good.
Roscoe walks over to Tess and he puts his hand on Tess's shoulder and he says, Tess, this was a fight. This was his choice and this was our choice. This wasn't a murder. This wasn't unjust. This was how things played out. And it's not, I don't think what happened is wrong.
I don't either, and I'm very well aware of the reality of what's unfolded here. And Tess just sort of like crumples and falls into like a loose cross-legged position. But all we've had to offer him to try and change his mind before now is words, and we all know how hollow they can be. This is our chance to take an action that could truly prove him wrong. And if it doesn't make a difference, then he's on death's door. We dispatch him again. But if we just leave him to die like this, I will never stop wondering. I will be plagued by doubt for the rest of my life.
And Adam Man's like hammering in these spikes that have been thrown down by Nash with a rock. And he's like, do, 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 do. I'm sure everything's going to work out just fine, y'all. Click, 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 click. Da, 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 da.
After Nash leaves the pit, because I just can't, I'm not a part of it anymore. I go to his office and I try to just read over the notes related to the reactor. I've decided to be studious for once in my life.
I turn my back at what's happening at the bottom and I go to Nash and I'm like, Nash, I just can't take it anymore. She's crying more over a dragon than our companion who almost died. So who matters more here? The dragon? And trying to convince this dragon of a maybe of what is, you know, I'm lost. I have no idea what's happening anymore. Are we a real pinnacle? I don't think we are anymore, because Roscoe could have died and that meant less to Tess than this dragon dying. So
I haven't figured it out yet what
I
it
don't know.
is. I
So
don't know what
lost.
Tess puts faith in. I don't know.
Clearly
I don't
not
understand.
us.
A lot
Clearly
of
not
times
us.
it feels like us, and sometimes it feels like she gets these intuitions that she acts on that I can't understand yet.
I'm
And
lost.
in the meantime, we gave them tools. They are very capable. Let's find an alternative.
We need to find something else.
Hey, Mulligan, what's your opinion on all this? Clink.
Yes, Mulligan.
Nash, roll an investigation check for me.
Can I aid? I
Yeah,
like to
yeah,
aid
you're
her.
with her. so
Please
sure.
aid. I'm so good at investigation. Okay. Good. My -1. So that's a 14.
Okay, so you're able to glean quite a lot of information about the reactor, which you can
Okay.
ask me when it becomes, important.
Okay.
Adam, man, you yell up to Mulligan. I'm just holding a rope, man.
Mulligan, you're my kind of people. Clink. I'm just hammering nails. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nothing about nothing.
Click, click.
Mulligan's pretty adverse to dragons, though. He has nothing to say about said dragon.
You want to ask him?
I'm not in that room.
Yeah, we kind of walked away.
You can hear.
Steven, I see something in roll 20.
Okay, gotcha. James, I'm going to Roscoe, ever the scavenger, is going to walk over to Lazuli and I'm going to. I mean, he bit me really bad in the shoulder, and I'm probably still like bleeding pretty heavily from that. So I want to see if there's like, I want to take a scale or a tooth from him while he's out.
Easily done.
Okay. If I could get a tooth without it being too brutal, I would.
We won't describe how you get that tooth, but yeah, you can have a tooth. You deserve it, Roscoe. I'm
gonna take a tooth, and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna look at Tess, who's probably Tess and Adamant are like watching it. I'm gonna say, no matter what happens, at least he'll never forget what happened here. He'll never forget Pinnacle 25.
Hell yeah, man. Clink, 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 clink. This is a nice
Tess is
net.
gonna
Why didn't we
go-
do this the first time? This net is way better than the chains. Like,
I don't know.
Those are just mundane chains. This is obviously magical. Look at this. What
She
the
just-
crap?
You just
No,
been
it's
using
fine.
that
It's fine.
to
She
fish?
forgot about it. It's fine. I love her. I love her.
Tessa's gonna go over to Lazuli
Mhm.
and pull the piece of parchment from his gripped claw and walk over to Roscoe and kneel in front of him. And with her empty hand, just sort of take Roscoe by the side of the face and then pull him in and just hold him for a second. And then pull back, shove the parchment into his chest, and stand up and go back to where she was crumpled against the wall a minute ago.
As he's working, Adaman is hitting this, another peg into his rock, and he goes, Tess, you've got two of our pinnacle pretty ticked off at you. Doesn't take a genius, and me and Roscoe aren't. Hey, Roscoe, yeah, I'm just playing. To know that they're pretty mad at you. I think y'all three need to clear the air, at least so we can continue to work together effectively. You think that's going to be too much for you? Do you need any help or backup? Clink, clink, clink.
I don't think they care to hear what I have to say.
Well, Tess, if you don't communicate at all, then you're just mad at each other and you just let it fester. You've got to confront this. This is one of our studies on the psychology book. Yeah, I don't know. I read it a while ago, but yeah, you need to talk about this with your friends.
Adam, why do you think I'm this upset over what just happened here? Do you think it's because I care about the dragon?
Only possible solution that will save us all, which is not necessarily the case, Tess. It's not necessarily the case. I mean, I'm not a smart man, but always has sent us several messages saying that there is hope. And if we believe her, well, then maybe the dragons aren't needed at all. But if the dragons are necessary, then it's up to us to talk to them. Clink, clink. So you need to convince our two friends who have given up on those draconic lines that it is still viable, and also convince them that you still care about us more than you care about the dragons.
I don't care about the dragons at all. I care about what we need from them.
You're
And I've tried to tell everyone that,
preaching
but it
to
doesn't seem to matter.
choir because me and Roscoe believe you. I believe her, right, Roscoe? You believe her?
I don't know what I believe right now.
Oh, cling. Like he like Adam Man kind of like looks down and like cling, 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 cling. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe you should talk to your friends then. All everyone. I believe in you, Tess. He looks at you and he tries to hold your eyes. I know that you think that what you're doing is the best for humanity, but we all need to agree on what that is before we move forward. Man, this is a nice net. Why didn't we use it the first damn time? This would have completely avoided everything. Clink, 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 clink.
Yes, there's nothing I believe in more right now than the five of us. There's nothing this dragon can do for us that we couldn't do together. That's the most important thing. We saved the dragon, we saved Lazuli. He's gonna survive, but it's far, far more important that we save each other.
Is that really what you think? There's nothing that we couldn't do that we would need him for?
Adaman stops in his hammering and thinks. He's like, well, I mean, we did meet a lizard god. We know a priest who's pretty damn powerful. Honestly, if these dragons are going to be a bunch of douchebags about it, Tess, screw them. But I agree that they are an excellent resource, very powerful allies. And if we're all end up working along in the future, it would be better for everybody. The more conflict there is, the worse it's off it is. And these dragons, whether we like it or not, live here in Scythia. So if we can make them our friends, well, that's better. And I think that that's what those two up there need to learn. But for now, we all need to agree on a course forward.
As Adaman is speaking, Tess stands up, just sort of brushes the dust off her pants, regathers her dagger, shoulders bad news, and reaches down for a crossbow and looks over to Roscoe. I appreciate Adaman's input, but I'm asking you, do you think we stand just as much of a chance without Lazuli as we do with him?
Roscoe looks down at the note that Tess handed him, and he's kind of read it, and he says, the note that she gave to Lazuli. He says, Tess, every single person I've ever met has been in pain, has lived a life of pain. This world, this place that we live in, that's what it is. Lazuli, just as much as any of us. I know it. Everything we've seen has been hard, but Nash and Vorty, they're the same way. We're all in this together. I think that no matter what decision we make, I think that if Lazuli survives, we could just take him on again as long as we're together. And if we killed him right here, we'd figure something else out.
Tessellay raises the crossbow and shoots Lazuli in the head.
Adaman starts like taking up the things. He's like, well, if you told me you were going to do that, I really would have. Like I've got 8 to do now. Undo. Like, all right, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'll get it done.
And so I want to put a at the same time this conversation is happening, Bordy and I are obviously going through the notes. So I know, James, you said I could ask you anything. So one of the questions I want to ask, can this machine run without Lazuli?
Yes.
With the notes we currently have.
It's
Okay.
already running. There's no way to stop it.
So Bordy, Bordy and I are like frantically flipping pages, and we're looking at each other. We're both like very.
There are some
the thing
settings.
is that more machines are needed. That's the issue.
There are
more
some settings
are...
you can mess with. You can turn the output up and down, and but you can't stop it.
So I look over at Bordy, and we're probably like, we've been on different sides of the table, and we're probably within like 3 or 4 inches of each other right now. I think that we can fix it, but it can't be in the hands of a dragon. It's just too powerful.
Well, we just need to be able to make more if we needed to. We need the instructions on the blueprints. We need how to make more. And it's going to take a lot of time.
Vorty and
I don't
Nash are
know.
upstairs. Are the rest of you heading up that way?
We will eventually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Think of after a long group hug.
Oh, okay.
And we
I
know that the
don't-
machine saps magic out of the air. So if anything, it will protect us from dragons if the others decide to attack us.
I don't know anything about this creature that I saw from that dream. I don't know anything, but I'd rather put my faith in that than something so evil.
And I hugged Nash like tightly, and I was like, I trust you. And I trust us. Always told me to stay the path. And this is what I feel is the right path, is us. And I just keep holding on to Nash for a good couple of minutes. Like just, and then I, kind of, let's go back to the others.
Okay, so Roscoe and Adaman and Tess come up the rope. Mulligan's still holding on to it.
Tess is gonna linger for just a couple minutes
Okay.
and just mentally say some words over Lazuli before following.
So you come up the rope. Mulligan helps you each one at a time. You going to say something, Adaman?
Yeah, I would hand the rope over to Nash and be like, Tess finished the job.
The whole job?
What?
It's
The big, scaly, snaky job?
Lazuli is dead by Tess's hand. Now we just have to talk to Micah, or we can skedaddle and not even be here when he arrives. We'll have to decide together as a pinnacle. And he looks at both of them hard. If that's what you want.
We
Mulligan
sent a message to Micah for him
Right.
to
So he's
come.
coming here, but we don't have to be here when he gets here.
Mulligan
point
turns
is to
around and he
talk.
looks at you all. That was that respect. For you to be able to take down a monster like that, I've never seen anything like it. While you were doing that, I thought about it, and I think I know why Isabel, sorry, always, sent me here. You see, 5 years ago, I buried something near Absolution. I think it's time to go dig it up.
What did you bury?
That's where we'll cut it off tonight.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got some talking to do, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
it's a
good.
real. We gotta. I mean, we need a rest.
Y'all need some therapy.
Yeah.
We're each other's therapy. What are you talking about?
Adaman
Love each
can't
other.
do this alone. I'm glad that you're here, Mulligan.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Whew.
Buried where? Wait, Ted, or not Ted, Morgan, is there something from the one shot that Mulligan buried maybe?
No, he
No,
buried that
it's from
during
the
Endless
game
Midnight.
What did he
It's the
bury?
concentrated slag that
The
we
concentrated
found at the
slag
hearth.
from the hearth that would have
That he
caused it
ran
to
out.
save all of Scythia.
Yep, I remember that.
Hashtag
Yep.
Corinne did nothing wrong.
Hashtag Corinne did nothing wrong.
Corinne, no, I'm not even gonna insult you.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, I feel for Corinne. Like my heart goes out to Corinne.
I love
Like,
it.
thank
I
you,
love it
for
so much.
sure.
I
I
mean-
wish
Oh my
Corinne
God.
had been.
We had to do it. We had to do it with Lazuli. He threatened the entire.
He was
He was
really
too
bad.
evil.
the
He was
really
too
entire
bad, yeah.
evil.
humanoid race.
But the problem
It's
is,
just
like, Micah, as decent as he dealt with us, he might just be just as bad. This could be awful because Micah was way more badass than Lazuli, remember?
Yeah. But
Oh,
it's like
no.
But either way, even what Elazalai was telling me when him and I were alone, pinned together, he was still saying he's going to kill you. Like, and I know he's doing that partially to be alive, but also like he's saying all dragons are bad. So why not pick them off one by one and not leave it so that there's 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Well,
think
Oh my God.
I think the big thing that we need to remember is like I don't think we're gonna get a rest in between Micah, so that will be really awful. So
We'll get at least a short rest.
we will have to figure out what Micah's response to all of this is. And if you guys still think Micah's a douchebag and we just need to start killing him, then come up with that plan.
although we do have one thing over Micah right now, which is that we are the only ones who know how to get rid of the slag. Micah has no idea. Lazuli is gone.
Good
Maybe
point.
Echo, but Micah needs that slag gone just as much as Lazuli did.
Okay.
He doesn't know how to use the reactor.
I mean,
I guess he could
we
look
need
at
to
the
talk to
notes.
him. So we need to talk to him, but whatever you guys want to hold, I will leave that to you. Like, obviously we're treating him like an enemy state now. That's
I
gonna
don't
be
want to come in swinging though. Like that's not necessary. If we can
Yeah.
trick him into killing him, like great.
It's also worth noting that the generator lab was very well hidden. When Tess first came to the office, when we first met Lazuli, I aced that perception check, didn't see any indication it was there. If we seal that room and use one of the scrolls that we got to seal the entrance of wherever that tunnel comes out, Micah may never find Lazuli.
right. And then we can just tell him that Lazuli ran away.
But that is the same place that the reactor's in, and we do need Micah to see that. Or
Do
do
you
we? I
want
don't
Micah
know.
to see that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think Micah can do anything to help us make new reactors, understand this one. I think he's a bunch of dumb brute force. I think the
Can
Wizards
we-
and Absolution are who and maybe Echo and
We
Scholars.
need the people, right?
He's-
We need to win
Yeah.
the scholars. We
He
need the
might
people.
be dumb brute force, but I think I believe without the poison that was running through his veins, Mike is the most reasonable of the dragons. If you
He
think
has
that even a
seemed
reasonable
to be.
dragon is too bad, then yeah, we need to do
And
something.
also there's 2 of them. So I agree that just
Yeah.
blocking this, sealing this out and not having the reactor be perceived by the dragons would be an ideal situation.
Okay. So we're in charge.
But I also don't want to just lead a bunch of villainous dragons to the hearth where all of the
Here's my thing as Vorty. Vorty is like, this plan failed the moment we saw the note say, "Eat them,
same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
eat them." This plan failed from the
Right.
moment that happened.
But remember
Okay.
that
So we
Micah,
lost that dragon was already dead. So
Yeah.
one down out
Mhm.
of the 4 that we need. Lazuli wanted to kill us. Now he's down. That's 2 down from what we needed. This plan is done. We need another plan, right?
right
We need
now,
the machines.
here's my
and we need the
question:
scholars.
does your next plan include cooperation from Micah or the death of him?
Either way, I think what we need are the people. We need the scholars. We need the Micah right now is not honestly, Micah's plan has failed.
Right.
Okay.
But do you think Micah will be reasonable to hear a new plan, or do you think that we should kill him?
Whether he's reasonable, great. If he's not, then we have to prepare another battle against another dragon.
Okay. As long as we are all on the same page, then we are going to talk to him first.
Yeah.
For sure.
We need because we would
Okay.
like to have him on our side. We would like
He's-
to have a powerful dragon.
I
help
would
us,
like
yes.
to him to be my friend. Yes.
But we don't
if
need a
he's not-
dragon.
Lazuli
We don't
tried
need
to
a
get
dragon that
Nash.
wants to kill us.
Yeah.
How do
Yeah,
we know
Lazuli-
Micah doesn't?
James,
We don't.
He
We'll have to
has
find
seen.
out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to play that by ear. He seems
Yeah.
super reasonable, but we have no way to know.
We'd have no idea.
We're gonna learn next week
Yes,
on
Steven.
the greatest show on
I
the
just
internet.
wanted to one last note is that I didn't think it was at all going to be possible, but I rolled a sleight of hand
I
to
saw
try to
that.
beat Tess's 19 passive perception to steal a couple more scales.
It's not 19 anymore.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah.
Great.
You beat me by 1. My
Oh,
passive
yeah.
perception's 21
Okay,
now.
so-
21, and I got a 22 to steal a couple extra scales from Lazuli without Tess noticing. So I want to walk away with at least 1 tooth and a couple of scales.
Well, there's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
intense episode.
If you could all do me a favor and pour one out for Lazuli.
Yeah.
He was a good NPC.
He was the worst.
He was
the worst.
literally the worst NPC that's ever been in a game.
I loved him. He was
He,
great.
I got big Selwyn Marlowe vibes from him.
He was.
Um,
It was an epic finish that he had to die by the hand of Tessellay.
It
Yeah.
really.
I was
is.
actually hoping that was
It
going to
was
be the
so-
case. If
It
you
wouldn't
were
have
not
been
going
nearly
to
as
test,
cool if it was me or
Yeah.
Morty.
test, if you were not going to kill him, seriously, the next round, Vorty was going to happen, and he would have done something epic to just finish that motherfucker. But I'm so glad that it was by Tessellay's hand.
I think so.
was
I love
pretty-
our
yeah.
whole journey with Lazuli, starting with Nash yelling at him for like in the base.
Yeah.
Yelled
me
at him
too.
the moment I
So
saw
long
him.
ago.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, I
Yeah.
knew he was shady from the moment too. Vorty was like,
yeah.
"No,
It's
Wow.
still on YouTube if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
This
go
is
all the
a
way
good-
back
Might
to
have to go. I'm gonna go watch
6,
that.
7 months ago, 8 months ago, and it's
Yeah,
still there
this
on
is a-
YouTube. Oh
very intense episode."
well, watchers, thank you for watching. Players, thank you for playing.
DM, thank you for
Thank you
DMing.
for DMing.
Yeah, thanks, James.
And putting us through this hell.
You monster.
It was,
No,
it was,
it was
good.
lovely.
It was good. It was a good session.
I could almost not talk. Usually I can like cry and still talk.
Good.
Old 20, thank you for sponsoring us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Roll20.
Yes, thank you.
Ugh.
I could never get my ranger damage correct without you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
it's a lot
It's
of
very
it.
helpful.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, no! Between you
Also-
and Tess, like,
I love your dice roller roll 20. Bless you.
Yeah, it was something tonight. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
So traumatic.
What a
Damn.
freaking session.